To write a good story, you need convincing characters. And I will help you make your characters stand out, just like real people. Hi, it's your friend and neighborhood Linus here. Now I'm no Neil Gaiman, and this is not a masterclass, but I have written a few things and pieces, and I have come up with a few tips and tricks that helps me. So therefore I thought I might share them with you. Also, sometime I might want to become something like Neil Gaiman, but not quite like him. But that's another point in another video. In this video, as stated in the intro, we'll talk about characters and how to write a good character and how to avoid writing bad characters. So there are a few points that I want to go through. One pertaining to the actual character and one block pertaining to around the circumstances around the characters. The first thing is the character. How do you create a character? Well, the easiest thing to do is write up a character sheet, and you can write out the hair color, you can write out the eye color, the hair length, does he have a beard or not, does she have a beard or not, does he have long hair, does she have short hair, everything. Are they short, are they thin, are they big, are they muscular, are they athletic, do they have any abilities, can they knit, maybe they can knit, can they swing a sword, can they swing a sword, English, yeah, because I write fantasy, and fantasy is sometimes known to be plot driven or story driven, but that's not true. I don't think that's true at all. You need character motivations. You need characters to drive the story forward because they're the ones making the decisions. If I take my character and then I push him through my story, then it won't feel as earned as if I put my character in the world and let him or her do the thing they want to and see where that leads and see where that goes. So therefore you write up a character sheet and you write up everything pertaining to the character. And one thing you do have to have, I think, besides all the physical attributes, is his or her emotions. Do they feel anger? Can they control that anger? Can they make other people laugh? Humor is very common in this world actually, and you gotta write humor into your books. You can't just be writing a depressed, sad character all the time. Unless that's what you're going for, then go ahead, write that. But if you want to write a catchy story with good characters, then either you need to start out with humor and good characters, or you need to start out with bad characters so then gets better. You need a character arc. When the reader has finished your story, they need to feel that they have earned everything they have gone through. So it needs to feel earned. And if they have a bad trait, then you can't just make that disappear in the next book if you're writing a series. You have to let the reader be a process of the character getting better and learning how to not do those bad things. I know it seems a little bit confusing, but let me put it to you like this. When you are young, you have some traits that you might want to get rid of. I did. And over the course of years, you get rid of that trait and you replace it with good ones. Like if you're mean to someone and you want to be more kind, then you take the time and learn how to be kind. Well, the same goes for your characters. You have to show them that they're trying to get better, and then it'll feel earned. But also leave some kind of mystery into the character. You gotta have some part that's unknown, so you have some leeway when you're writing. The reader doesn't have to know everything. You have to know everything. You have to know the eye color, the hair length, and the physical attributes, and then the emotional attributes, so you can write the character. But the reader doesn't need that. The reader can make up their own mind, and if you leave a little bit of mystery, then the reader will be curious and try to figure out what that thing is. Why is this guy so mysterious? Why does this woman have this power? We don't know. Why does this man see the world the way he does? We won't know until the second part of the book or the second book in the series. And I think that's very important, to leave some kind of mystery, so the reader gets drawn in and gets curious and they want to know something. So you just need to make your character more three-dimensional.
Three-dimensional.
And of course the character sheet. That's very important. Just take a sheet and doodle some things on it. I don't have a sheet because I write in Google Docs, but that's beside the point. The next thing about a character that you need to work on or work out or write to make this character more three-dimensional is the character's interactions with their environment. Other people, side characters, aliens, monsters, goblins, dwarves, anything. I can't think of anything outside fantasy because that's the only thing I'm so focused on, but you need the side characters to interact with the main character. Now you can write a main character that's mostly alone, but then you need something else. Internal dialogue, thoughts. You need him or her to have conversations with themselves or think about something or have an internal dialogue, so you get some kind of interaction, and that's you can show and not tell. As I said in the previous writing video that I published like 4 months ago or something. It's been a while, yeah, I know. Just sit down and enjoy, yeah? But I forgot what I was gonna say. Hey, when that happens, you know, I stare right in this little lens here and I forget everything I was supposed to say. And it's, yeah, it's a mask and scene. And if you have side characters, then you can have dialogue with them. And that's when you need to like feel a little bit. You need to have a feel for it. Where do they go with the conversation? You can't force a conversation. You can give exposition through characters, of course, but you can't force two people that are different from each other to have a conversation they would normally not have. You gotta let the characters be themselves and talk like themselves. So you have to put yourself into that character's mind. It's like, what is his or her motive? What are their hobbies? What are the first thing I talked about? What is their character sheet? You need to focus on how they are, and then you'll know how they will talk. That's also usually when you find their dialect, if they have a dialect. It's kind of hard to write dialects, because in English, you'll often end up sounding like Gloria from Modern Family if you're Spanish, or you'll sound like Hagrid from Harry Potter, or you just Scottish or Irish. No, he's Scottish, yeah. I know my Harry Potters. I'm a Harry Potter nerd and I don't know what dialect Hagrid speaks. Isn't that embarrassing? Yeah. But I know what my characters speak like, even though it's in Swedish, so you'll see when it's translated in 35 different languages. Or 50, who knows? I love my awkward laughs. Yeah, someone make a music video about that, please. So yeah, that was it. That was my quick ramble on my second language about how characters are supposed to be written and how they're supposed to react to each other. If you managed to keep up with me during my quick rambling, then please, if you have any questions or have any of your own advice, write them in the comment section below, because we can all help each other here. Also, do you like my bookshelf? I know Daniel Green will be proud. Maybe. I'll have to send him this into his roast and then we'll see what happens. It probably looks like shit, but I don't care. I have my ego. I mean my self-pride. I mean, yeah. Thank you for liking this video, if you did. Thank you for subscribing, if you're not, because why wouldn't you want to watch me? I'm a random Swedish boy rambling on in my second language, English, about things I like on a channel where I rarely post, with videos that have no red thread. It's been awesome. I'll see you in the next one, where I'll discuss villains. Yeah, I just decided my next video. Awesome. Okay, villains it is then. On to the next one. Cheerio!